This program will contain mature subject matter. Viewer discretion is advised. Available on YouTube, Rumble, Google Podcast, Podcast Addict, Castbox, iHeartRadio, Audible, and Amazon Music. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
Hey, Toker fans. What is going on? Here with another movie commentary. And this one's a fun one. Definitely one of my favorite comedies of all time. And one of my favorite comedians of all time is the main lead. It's Norm Macdonald, and starring in Dirty Work. And honestly, I can't say enough good things about this movie. It was originally supposed to be like a hard R movie, but the movie studio saw Norm as another Adam Sandler type because they're both SNL alums. So I guess they just figured hey, they're both from SNL, so that means they're exactly the same, and they have the exact same sense of humor. But they weren't. But this movie's still pretty dirty, even though it's a PG-13 movie, I believe. Directed by Bob Saget too. Starring Artie Lang as well. And there's a few other bigger names Chris Farley's in it as well. Plays a small role in it. And Chevy Chase too also has a small role in the movie. But yeah, I got this thing paused right after, I believe, is it the MGM graphic? So if you want to get there, pause it and then we'll start this bitch. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, this movie, because it's about 25 years old, but yeah, a lot of people that are a part of this movie are not with us anymore, which is kind of sad. Because we got Norm, then we got Bob Saget who directed it, Chris Farley. Also, Don Rickles is in a scene or two as well. Yeah. If you told me 10 years ago that Artie would outlive Bob Saget and Norm, I probably would have laughed in your face. But I am glad Artie's doing well, and he's living out of the spotlight now, but he's also a very funny comedian. I watched one of his specials, man, it's really good. I can't remember which one, but I think it came out about 2009, 2010. Whatever that one is. It's very good. But anyways, hopefully everyone's where they need to be. We can start this bitch. Alright. I'm going to count down from 3. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Press play. It's a pretty short movie too. I mean, I guess that's better than being shot. Man, what kind of actor takes this role on? Also, I think I'd fire my agent after getting this role. Fuck. Or like get right excited to hear from your agent. It's like, yeah, guess what role I have for you, man? Fuck. It makes me wistful. You really have to write that down. Man, this whole 30 minutes or less, like fucking like pizza delivery thing, that was like a really bad thing. I guess a lot of accidents happen because of that. I mean, it doesn't even make sense. Like most pizzas take at least like 20 to 25 minutes to make it, at least. And like the average like delivery time is usually like around 35 to fucking 45 minutes. Pretty rare it goes longer than that. That's why they should do like a 50 minutes of free. Because I mean, if you're waiting over an hour for a pizza, you should get like a discount of some kind, I think. But yeah, there was a lot of accidents apparently because of the 30 minutes of free. Yeah. I don't think you can just throw someone out like that just because you fired them. See, this movie I had no idea was a huge flop because me and my friends fucking loved this movie when we were kids. So just in my small world, I just assumed everyone liked it. Yeah, the Canadian sucks. You can keep that kid. Fucking love Third Eye Blind. Just like all white people. Oh my god. I love how like in all these movies you're supposed to look at her as the bad guy. 14 jobs in 3 months. This is Sam, Mitch's brother. Her friend, sorry. Yeah, Sam's cool. I love this part. Fuck. Hey, I wonder what it's like having the Wolfman be your dad. Fuck. This movie's great. There's a fucking magazine for everything now, eh? I think this is right before Viagra became a thing, so that's why Pops isn't probably on it. There'd have to be I know it's right around this time, so there would have to be a Viagra joke if it existed. There's no way they could avoid it. Creeps the hell out of me. He likes you. You're not doing much to change his opinion. You're attacking him. Get out of here, Sam. Just got physically overpowered by a 78-year-old man. Enter Chris Farley. I love how happy he gets after. It's like, get him a beer, and he's just like, okay. We're okay. Man, the music in this movie is very 90s appropriate. I like that. Man, it must suck being a hot chick sometimes. Just see how many fucking losers do you have to brush off every day? I eat pieces of shit like you for breakfast. Well, yeah. Being rich would be awesome. It's true. Man, this dude, he looks a lot like Dexter from the TV show Dexter. The serial killer Dexter. That's honestly, I love that fucking show. I mean, obviously there's some weak seasons, but the really good seasons make it all worth it for me. Fighting man. I fucking love the Rolling Stones. And I love that song, Street Fighting Man. But it's not really a song that would get me pumped up to fight. It's not like one of their more rockin' blues tunes. Good song though. What can a poor boy do? Play for a rock and roll band. Thank God glass always breaks around the person when you get thrown through a window in a movie. Cat Kids is a payphone. That's how we spread syphilis back in the day. No, don't get Terry. Hey, where the fuck are the women at? Man, I think pops would really like modern rap music videos. Those chicks, their asses are flat, but chicks in fucking rap videos, not at all. I'm falling for it. So that means he's faked a heart attack before sometime in the past, which is something you gotta do when you get to a certain age. Just in case, like, say you sit down on the couch and your wife's like, oh, can you go get something for me? But you're like 65 years old and you fought in Vietnam, so like, you're doing the math in your head, like, how many times am I going to be able to stand up and sit down in a lifetime? So, obviously, instead of getting up and getting whatever your wife wants, you gotta fake a heart attack. It's the right thing. That's rough, man. No one needs to see your mother naked. That's horrible. That's true. Pulling out wasn't invented until 1984 by Sir Ben Pulling-Outington. Because of his quick thinking, he was able to prevent a teenage runaway kidnap from getting pregnant. And we all thank him for that today. The answer is yes. It's everyone's favorite asshole. Or least favorite person, I should say. Yeah, Chevy Chase, man, I don't know. There's a time way before I was born where this guy was like the Ryan Reynolds, like the fucking cool guy type. But that is not his legacy at all. And he's mostly known for being a total a-hole. I mean, he even he brought back like some fans, I think, and like some goodwill with that show Community, but then he totally pissed that away. I wonder if they lorded it over Artie that they're all SNL alums and he's just the Mad TV alum. Even though Mad TV was way better from like the year 2000 to like 2010. I can't remember when it went off the air, but it came back for like another season like 4 or 5 years ago, and I guess it was fucking terrible. I mean, Rocky has lost in the Rocky movies. I mean, he lost the first movie. He's won every fight since. You guys ever heard of the Ponies? See, this confuses me because that guy's soaked. He's fucking soaked in piss. So, I think maybe he was enjoying it, and then he at the corner of his piss-soaked eye, he saw his friends like walking down the street, and he's like, "Oh no, someone's peeing on me! Like now I'm angry," and he had to act all angry even though he was liking it. That's just my theory. At least it wasn't his dick. Yeah, no shit, eh? You know that they could still be construction laborers. I mean, it's not an easy job, but they get paid decent. I know most people would probably hate them because they hate new guys because they don't know anything. I have a theory about this, what's going to happen to Norm here. It's pretty out there. But I'm hoping if this theory spreads, then the movie Dirty Work will become known more, because I want to attach it to another movie. Which I think this is like the first round of the rage virus from 28 Days Later. This is like that trial one of like a different version of the virus before it gets to be the rage virus it turns into in 28 Days Later. I know it's out there, but I mean, if I could connect those movies, then I could make this movie a lot more popular. There's another guy, fucking Gary Coleman, he passed away too. No, there's Don Rickles. I don't understand this management style. It's just showing what a big asshole you are. Yes, everyone knows that managers of movie theaters have that kind of power. Yeah, hasn't he ever heard that if you put honey on your dick, it'll taste better? Yeah, that's Chris Farley's brother. The white guy, not the Indian guy. Homophobes. I don't think I'd run out of a theater if there's gay porn going on. I'd probably just walk out. Aren't they gonna find out who did it first before they just straight up fire that guy? I mean, I know he's an asshole, but I mean, unless this isn't the first time something like that's happened under his watch, look, Hamilton, this is the third time the gay porn has been put on at your theater by accident. That's too many times. That's one too many times, and we gotta let you go. Another classic Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. I don't know if I've seen that one. It's hard to tell with him because he's in like maybe like 7 movies that are about like tournament fighting. So I know I've seen a few of them, but it's hard to keep track of which one's which. I know for sure which one Bloodsport is because I've seen that one the most, but David Koechner, man. This is a fucking great scene. Trunk's fine, son. It is a fucking large trunk. Now I really want to know how that guy lives his life. I have a theory that maybe like back in like 1988, he was smoking outside like a Motley Crue concert, and when he flicked a cigarette, the Motley Crue tour bus accidentally caught fire, and all the prostitutes inside died. See, most of you probably thought I was going to go serial killer because he has a serial killer face. You all know what I'm talking about. I like that the dude just kept recording the commercial. It's not his problem what gets recorded. He was just hired to fucking record it. Time to pay the fiddler, whore. Yikes. Fuck. Ow. And Mitch kind of goes through the fucking ringer in this movie. I don't know. I mean, if someone owed me 50 grand, they start getting me money like weekly, I might not kill them. This is very awkward. And she's dressed like a watermelon. But not as famous as Chevy Chase for being a jerk. Yeah, which kind of says to me that she's a pretty troubled person. Because Mitch is definitely this third person. Yeah, I don't know. I don't see the big deal. I mean, you can always just turn her around, right? Also, every guy's wondered what it would be like to get like a blowjob from Chewbacca, right? Right? Not the only one, right? I think that's Rebecca Mermain Jamos. How about the 5 o'clock shadow lady? I love how they have no problem breaking and entering. Very well hidden. Yeah, no one will notice that. Why won't the fucking fish movie play? Fuck. Good thing they're in the bulletproof room. Man, why is this guy's commentary better than mine? I don't like that. Thank you for letting us know. Now the police are not. They're going to be kind of baffled, I think, by seeing a box of fucking fish in the living room there. I never asked you to do this. What's your problem, lady? Why can't rich people have nice things sometimes? I love that they use that same joke in a TV show Norm was in called The Norm Show. Ran for 3 seasons back in the late 90s, and it's fucking funny. Artie is also in the show too. He plays his brother. But they use that exact same joke in that show. It's funny. See, I feel like Sam probably was the one that let the popcorn right to them. Oh, spoiler alert, Mitch is gonna get raped in prison, so. And they pretty much just brush right past it like nothing happens. Oh no. You don't know? Oh wow. You never heard of that? Yeah, Martin's definitely done there. Which is like another person that Mitch and Sam got fired or ruined in the business. I mean, if this is real life, there's like almost no way that eventually they wouldn't get murdered. I mean, they did a commercial, like people know who they are. Like they'd have to live their lives constantly either being like getting pranked or being like people getting retribution against them in some way. Like, who the fuck wants to live like that? That is really fucked up. What happened to Mitch? And too bad he couldn't have bailed them out before the whole rape thing. See, that was not a minute at all. Like that. I know when someone says they'll give you a minute, they mean they usually give you a lot more than a minute. Like, what the fuck was that? Man, they really just bummed him out, man. Yeah, it's not like you've ever assaulted them. Yeah, that reminds me of another joke from the Norm show. Because they're him and Artie are fucking half brothers on the show, and Norm's like one episode, he's just like, "You're just mad at me because I had the skinny mother." Also, if you can get a hold of that show, I definitely recommend it. Pirate Bay might be the only place you can find it, but it is there. I checked before I started this to make sure. They mostly just did it so they get paid, but I guess we'll just brush over that fact. Fuck. Are those prostitutes? I mean, come on, Mitch. Can you not make a logical leap here that maybe this isn't the crack den? So he thinks that Kathy's going to go inside and smoke crack with her grandmother? So you're going to pretty much take a look at you're going to see the inside of every apartment, and you're still not going to make a connection that it's probably not a crack den? I mean, even if they were fucking doing illegal shit, if the apartments are in this good a shape, who gives a fuck? Well, time to take a shit. Done that cheap. I'm not a big AC/DC guy, I gotta be honest, but they're very popular though. So she wasn't a madame? Or madam? I mean, a madame. She wasn't a madam after all. Lying's bad. So, why are they hanging out in front of his building if he fired them? How are they going to split that 3 ways? See, I told you. And she's attracted to him. So that means they're fucked in the head. They both are. Man, chicks do get upset when you destroy their grandmother's apartment. Oh, at least he's trying. The sex locket that your father wears around his neck. That's fucked up. So that hair is genetic. See what I'm talking about? I mean, people know where to find him. So when they want to get retribution, they know where to go. Like this, it's like their whole business model or their whole business plan is just flawed. If you're gonna do that, you'd have to be like a secret agent. I think you gotta change your living situation, man. Jimmy? Yeah, Mitch's life, like, really sucks in this movie. A lot of bad shit happens to him. Nice sleeping cap. Yeah. I mean, would he even be in trouble, though? Just for lying to someone, and they go out and do something stupid? A plan that almost got you $50,000? Man, Mitch is gonna be like a really fucked up person, you know? I mean, obviously this prison shit happened. He had sex with his sister. And his father is a degenerate that, like, put his hands all over his mother. So that dude, he's definitely gonna need some therapy, or, you know, he might explode on somebody. I like how people try to infiltrate buildings, but they don't think that anyone's going to ask them any questions ever. The 28 days later fucking brownies. Because 28 days later in this movie are in the same universe. Man, they've given them prostitutes a lot of work. Yeah, she's fucked in the head, man. And Chris Farley's the best. He has so many good movies. Well, he has like 4 good movies, but that's pretty good for having a kind of a short movie career. My favorites are Tommy Boy, this movie, Black Sheep, and what's the other one? I haven't watched Beverly Hills Ninja in a long time, but I guess a lot of people don't like it. But I used to like it when I was a kid, so I have to rewatch it. There's another one though. Fuck, what the hell was it? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, Almost Heroes. I used to like that movie a lot, but I actually did watch it recently and it wasn't as good as I remember, but I still enjoyed it. Now Matthew Perry fucking passed away. Now both the leads of Almost Heroes are passed away. Fuck. Man, I do not get opera at all. I couldn't imagine sitting there listening to that for like 2 hours. Now the symphony, I guess I could understand that, even though I probably wouldn't go to a symphony on my own, but whoa, that's a lot of hepatitis. I mean, Pops hasn't gotten his heart transplant yet. Should they really have him out of the hospital? See, no one could have done this movie better than Norm. Would he have been a better Shrek than Mike Myers? Because he was almost, I guess he was done like 90% of the dialogue for that movie. Chris Farley was. I like the Shrek movies, but not as much as a lot of people. I've only seen them all like once. Actually, I've only seen the first two once. I haven't watched any further than that. Some people fucking love those movies a lot, though. No, I guess you wouldn't remember saying that. But what are they proving? I mean, they're the ones that went and did it. I mean, I guess I could go lie to someone if they go out and commit a crime. Is that my fault? I remember I was saying how it'd be like dangerous for to kind of do this job, but I mean, Travis Cole, I mean, is setting up Mitch and fucking Sam like that. I mean, Mitch clearly doesn't think about consequences at all, so he's just going to be out there thinking of ways to get revenge on you. I mean, it hasn't even been a week, and look what he did to fucking Travis Cole. Imagine if he took his time. Man, they have a connection I forgot about. They're both like weekend update hosts. Apparently, Chevy Chase also said that Norm was like the only one who ever did the role right besides himself. I don't know if that's true or not, but I know I did like Norm as the weekend update host. It was hilarious. Ah, you wrecked it. Would you forget that? Would you forget something like that? Hope this guy's a critic. Absolutely. Oh. He's right. Oh. Note to self, don't get a blowjob from her. They're just like, oh my god. I like the little short ending there. They just like wrapped everything up. I think these are bloopers, but I'm gonna act like the movie is over. Movie is over. That was dirty work. It was fucking awesome. I laughed a lot, you could tell. I'm probably gonna try to edit out most of the laughter, but there will be some I may leave in. But yeah, I gotta give this movie 10 out of 10. It's a fucking great comedy. Especially if you're a kid in that era watching this movie. Probably really enjoy it. Hopefully the people will watch this and the movie will spread like wildfire. Because I just don't know. People need to see this movie, I think. It's funny. But anyways, thanks for listening, and yeah, thanks.